Hi, I'm Julie Mui about Los Angeles, and I'm here on the campus of USC at the 20th annual LA Times Festival of Books, where, as you can see behind me, there are thousands of a variety of different books. Right now we're actually in the children's section, but there's lots to do and see here for the two-day weekend. Music entranced crowds as they went shopping for the perfect book. And there were a few celebrities who also had their books on display and spoke at the various stages throughout the campus, including Candice Bergen, who talked about balancing her career with that of her daughter.
So my daughter barely came to the Murphy Brown set. She came once or twice. She almost never watched the show ever. She was an I Love Lucy fan, and that's what she would watch. As soon as she got home from school, she could watch one episode of I Love Lucy.
The Love Boat's Gavin MacLeod also told about his big break.
He said, the lead heavy in this is an Ivy League heavy. It's never been done on television before. And he was going to be Italian. But I want you to play him. I'm going to make him Irish. I'm going to call him Fallon. I said, and you want me to play it? He said, yeah.
And Brian Switek brought the world of dinosaurs to the festival with his book called My Beloved Brontosaurus.
But, we have the bones. You actually tell a lot from the bones, where the muscles attached, how they would have moved. There are scars from, the fights that they got into. So even though, we can't observe them alive anymore, we can still draw a lot of information from those bones. And My Beloved Brontosaurus in particular is all about, all those stories that are still in stone.
There were a variety of different books, including romance, like...
I've always had this kind of deep love for romance. I had moved away from it when I was in college and then in law school, but after I had my children, I went back to it and started reading it. So these books came from that love. One is a contemporary new adult romance series, the Glamour series.
The Ocean series, which is about a human infant found and raised by dragons in a world where her kind no longer exists. And I also have the Otherworld trilogy. It's more than a trilogy. It started out as a trilogy, but it's about Megan Elam. She's a junior in high school, and she's always seen and heard strange things growing up. Turns out she's from the Celtic Otherworld.
As well as mystery, suspense, and even a new spin on a zombie tale.
No matter how horrific or gory or violent it may seem, or vulgar, everything is within a purpose, and it all is supposed to boil down to not the zombies, or the undead, but it's about one man. And what I feel would happen to somebody if they were to endure what is said in the novel.
Demon's Prize, and it's includes everything with the supernatural. You got your werewolves, demons, witchcraft, vampires. The thing is that this book tries to bring them back as much to the actual paranormal as possible.
A self-help finance book reveals the secrets to obtaining a great credit score.
The biggest secret about credit scores is that the credit scores now go to 850, and people who have about a 700, 725 score think they have a great score. They have a good score, but there's a little room to grow.
And an after-school program combines literature with science.
You could see we can take from the books and learn about the science behind them. So we know The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, but there are actually some science elements into that. So we actually have, for instance, our tornado machine, because that's how Dorothy came to Oz, is through a tornado. So we teach students how nature functions and different weather patterns.
As you can see by the timeline behind me, the Festival of Books originally started in 1996 on the campus of UCLA. It has since grown to a massive festival that anyone who's an author is well deserved to be at. I'm Julie Mui about Los Angeles.